Oh no, who's this mysterious supervillain?
I'm Batman. Because we are watching, or have watched, Batman Hush.
Oh,
Hush,
the
sweet
20
child.
the 2019 movie
Yep, the 2019 movie.
that Tom completely forgot existed. But that worked in my favor because I
Yeah,
actually enjoyed this movie. Like, I mean, I said it in the last video, and between like recording and watching the film, I was like, I'm kind of dreading this because if I forgot about it, there's a good chance that means my mind just shut it out because it was shit.
nah, Tom's just got a bad memory in general.
There is that. That is the obvious thing. I mean, I remembered some of the stuff as I was going through. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I remember that. I remember that. But as I say, as I got to the end of it, I was actually like, you know what? This is actually a pretty damn good movie.
It is a decent movie, I will give it that. I noticed a few animation errors.
You mean the Batman is teleporting?
Batman teleporting, and what was his best friend's name? It was Thomas, wasn't it? Or Tom?
Elliot. Yeah, Thomas
Elliot.
Elliot. Thomas Elliot.
When one of the scenes with him in, one of his eyes were like kind of messed up compared to the other one. Um, the character, like in animation, that they've got like character sprites that they work off of, so that they can keep it consistent. And I kind of feel like it wasn't that consistent because of the eyes. Also, I'm so sorry for doing that. Then, just giving me a stick of my bird is up here. But yeah, one of the eyes was just like, like I think the eyes looked okay, but the one was basically like my eyes, just a bit lazy.
What? Just for like one scene?
Yeah, I think it was the one where he was in hospital.
I'm guessing the next time you saw him, it corrected itself.
Mm.
Okay, so there's just like a slight little error then, basically.
Yeah, just a slight one.
I have to have a look at that because I didn't. Obviously, I'm not someone who spots something like that. Like a bit like with you with the music, it's not something you
Yeah,
always jump on unless it's as you like we did last time. It was something big for you, like oh, I like the sound of that. Whereas with me, I'm not someone who like fully like spots something like that unless it's like a massive glaring thing that makes
yeah,
me go oh. Oh, I mean, obviously the Batman teleporting. That was just more humorous than anything because it's
yeah.
like
I think what was meant to happen was Batman was like just either ran or walked around.
yeah, he quickly ran behind the scenes behind him.
But
They could have done that. They could have
it's
done
still
it. It was a badass scene though, but I felt like they probably could have done it as like he just walked past him, like he just strolls past
yeah,
him like there's nothing. Like yeah, fuck you, and then just turns around and it's like oh. Obviously, their mind is the idea of oh, it's because they want him to basically slide in with each other. But they
yeah,
again, they could have also done that, but had obviously Riddler move out the. I don't know. They could have done it to make it look a bit better.
yeah.
And less blatant. How the fuck did Batman get there when he was literally just the opposite side of Riddler? And now he's behind Catwoman, who's the opposite side of Riddler. So
Definitely. It's just a slight
yeah,
tweaks,
it's a
but yeah.
slight thing. I mean, the other slight thing, which is less animation, less random Batman teleporting, it's more of what was the point of Batgirl being in this movie? She barely did anything. Like, they
Yeah.
should have had her
Like,
more in it.
like maybe like build a kind of somewhat of a relationship with her, with Selena.
They literally brought her in, had a little fight with Selena, and then she went out of it. Like,
Yeah.
what was the actual point? They could have used her for maybe the graveyard scene or something. Like Dick also gave her a call or something. She came to help,
Yeah.
but no, they literally wrote her in for the start and then wrote her out. They literally again. I remember saying this with Bad Blood. I was like, maybe this is the last time we ever saw her, and obviously I was wrong because Hush existed. But I honestly can't remember if she's in the last movie of this franchise.
Yeah.
So if she's not, then what was the point? I mean, yes, I know Damien got the smallest of cameos, but that was more in the humorous sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, disapproving his dad's relationship, whereas she's come into it literally yelling, "Oh, he's not my boss," and then basically goes out of it. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I can understand the
Fine.
Dick. I mean, sorry, the Damien little cameo because he has been in like all three
Mm,
movies, where she's not. So what was the actual point?
yeah, it's
S-
just slight things.
Yeah, and so it's just slight things. Other than that, I say I did enjoy. Obviously, the big difference, obviously, straight up here. Obviously, me and him have never actually probably. I'm guessing you haven't, but I've never read the Hush comic.
No, do you think I've read any of the comics?
So obviously,
I'm dyslexic. Reading is like my kryptonite.
we are obviously reviewing this from more of a point of less of adapt like an actual. Oh yeah, it's a good adaptation of this comic or whatnot. Because we're just doing it from it's just a good movie. Because obviously the big difference from the comic to this is the identity of Hush. Since
Yeah,
obviously Hush in the comics is revealed to be Thomas Elliot, who obviously dies in this movie. And obviously they kind of build it up of maybe he's not dead, maybe it was a trick. And then obviously it's like, no, it's not. It's actually Riddler in this universe. He's Hush. It had enough of basically just being referred to as like a shit villain.
yeah,
So obviously there is the little change up of this. Obviously that's something that doesn't bother me as heavily because I've not read the comics and I'm not. I,
yeah.
I was reading some reviews on this
Sorry,
recently, and obviously fucking. I was reading like someone saying like, "Oh, how can they change the identity of the villain in the movie? Makes no sense." I'm just like, you can easily do that. It's like it's not that difficult to go. Okay, it's a different person now. So
yeah,
I mean, it does swap it up a bit because obviously, if you do know the Hush lore and whatnot about this character, obviously, I think I knew a bit about the character from references in the Arkham games. So obviously, I knew a little bit about the character. So obviously, going into this, it's this character. It's the guy that basically pretends to be Bruce the entire time. But obviously, then they did the switch up, and you're like, oh, okay, it's a change of pace here. So again, that's not something that heavily bothers me. I'm literally bothered more by just the basically the what was the point in them using Batgirl? She's only going to be in a couple of scenes,
yeah.
and the little random animation issues. I'm more hating on that than I am at this plot twist. That doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, I mean they've done that many times, haven't they? Really, with like characters. Like just look at Savitar in Flash. That wasn't Barry.
I mean, you can say the same with Taskmaster in Black Widow.
Yeah.
That's not who that character was. So I
Mm.
mean, that's literally what most movies do these days. See, they do it for a simple reason of being the shock twist, because you're going into it expecting 100% the same character from the books, but as soon as it changes, it's the idea makes you go,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" See, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So obviously,
Yeah.
I didn't mind the sabotage switcheroo in Flash. That
Well,
was
it kind
like,
of made it more interesting
yeah, it was
because it's like one of them things that you would not expect at all.
exactly. Whereas, like, say the Black Widow one, I didn't like that because I just made it another generic mute character.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that they gender swapped Taskmaster to female. It's more just the fact that she's just a mute character. And what's the point in that? Where Taskmaster is basically this always talking badass.
Yeah.
Like if they did that with her, it wouldn't be too bad. Like I mean, I remember speaking to Hayden about that before, saying they could have literally just done like a voice changer to obviously
Yeah.
make you think it's a guy, and then it's like, oh shit, no, it's not. Not just
Oh, but wait, I'm a female.
there's easier ways to basically rectify issues. Whereas this,
What
I
was
honestly
I-
don't mind the idea of Riddler being like, fuck you all. You all hate me because I'm just like this guy that goes rid on me this, rid on me that. I'm just gonna become a fucking psychopathic super villain that just fucks everyone. I didn't. I like that little switch. It's quite an actual interesting change of pace. 'Cause that's the thing with this one. We get a lot more of the classic Batman characters, even if it's
Yeah.
just like a little shot. I mean, we get a shot of Penguin, we get a shot of Mr. Freeze, we get Clayface, Joker, Harley, Riddler,
Poison
Two-Face,
Ivy.
Poison Ivy, yes, Catwoman.
Yeah.
I mean, even Hush, technically, Batman
Yeah.
villain. So we're getting Scarecrow.
Yeah.
We're literally getting like a lot of the classic Batman
The main
characters.
ones as well, and plus you get the old fashioned cowl as well.
Yeah, we get obviously the new Batman suit, the more bluer than obviously the usual black, which is
Yeah.
nice. Obviously, I did like how they give the reason for that. It's literally it's the fact that it's more
Or
support.
padding for the head.
Yeah, because obviously the whole intro of Batman. I mean, that was quite a tense intro. Bane. We got Bane as well. I forgot about Bane.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the intro. Is literally Bane fighting Batman, and obviously then him chasing after.
Calling him a
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That kid was quite funny when he just booted him.
Yeah. Reminds me of you.
Kid's got more personality in that one scene than Damien had in all the other movies.
No, he's got more personality than what fucking Batgirl has.
Oh, true, because she's actually in a few scenes.
We saw more of that kid than we did of Batgirl.
Like, he was actually more integral, more useful to the plot than she was. All she did was really just take Batman back to the Batcave and then drive his car into a tree. Like,
maybe she didn't jump out of the car. Maybe she.
Oh, maybe it's true. Maybe she just maybe she got a belt stuck. Like, oh fuck, bang. You never know. But yeah, obviously, it's quite obviously the whole chasing of Batman after Catwoman, and obviously Hush revealing himself and basically nearly crippling Batman. And I do like that because it obviously throws in the Thomas Elliot situation of him helping him. It's like, oh, it's the little. He's did what he's did to try and get more and more closer to him to basically get these. But obviously, then as it goes along, the plot twist.
Oh, so was Thomas Elliot?
Thomas Elliot is Hush in the comics and also the Batwoman series, the first series. Because Hush is one of the bad guys in the first series of Batwoman.
Is he?
He's in the fucking nut house. Where fucking
her
sister goes.
Yeah,
he's in there. He's the one with the bandage around his face.
Oh,
that's Hush.
I didn't notice that.
See, obviously they actually did the Hush proper adaptation, whereas this has done basically a switcheroo. But yeah,
I mean,
go on.
I kind of like that they've made the Riddler Hush. Because like when you think of Batman villains, you do think of the Riddler, but then you're like, oh, he's just the riddle guy. He does nothing really.
Not really a threat, really, is it?
Yeah, but then you watch this movie and you're like, fuck, he almost killed Batman by shooting his fucking line.
And also by almost beating him to death at the end.
Yeah.
Like, he's a full-on psychopath at this point.
I did like that rendition of the Riddler with the orange hair.
Oh, basically the fake Riddler.
Yeah.
The Clayface Riddler.
I preferred that look for Riddler. Not really a big fan of the massive question mark on his forehead. He's got more of a forehead than what you do.
I feel like the only reason they did that is just to basically so people 100% know that's the Riddler. Okay, that's the Riddler. If you didn't guess from all the constant dialogue, the big question mark is a big fucking giveaway.
Yeah, man.
But obviously, one thing I do love with this movie is we get to see a romantic side to Batman.
Yeah.
So obviously, we've had these romance angles before in many Batman adaptations over the years, but a lot of times it's not really fully looked into properly. It's sometimes just like brushed away or is a slight thing and then that's it. Whereas this, it actually fully goes into that prospect. Obviously, from the get-go, there's clearly like chemistry between him and Catwoman, and then it eventually leads to then obviously Bruce and Selina obviously rekindling the romance to obviously the point
of... It even gets to the point of where he actually tells her who he is.
And obviously, because he knows who she is, he reveals it to her, and obviously that's the point where they actually get into a proper... They actually are a couple, which is a nice thing to see. And obviously then we get to see them teaming up as Batman and Catwoman, which kind of reminds me of the Arkham Knight game when you got to obviously team up in obviously some parts of the games. So it kind of reminded me of that. I think Arkham City the same. I can't remember, but I did like that because you've got the little shots of them fighting. Obviously, all the classic bad guys, which is really nice. And then obviously we got to see the Bruce and Selina side to it of them just basically having normal times, and they see the and obviously they see the sign, obviously the bat, and obviously like okay, time to fight and the team up, and obviously even she's still kind of Catwoman-esque when she tries to kill one guy, and obviously he stops her and just like okay, let's just make out in the middle of this this battle, which is quite funny. But we still get to see that inner fighting between them, especially towards the
Yeah,
end of the whole idea of she basically
like
kills Riddler to save his life, and he doesn't see that way. 'Cause he's like, there could have been a way to save her.
yeah, but I mean, really,
I don't think there's any way of saving him because I mean they literally run out and he blew up straight away. If she hadn't
Mhm.
cut that line, that would have been it for him. There's no way he was walking out of that.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, I know technically he walked out of it in the Batman Bad Blood movie when obviously the building blew up.
Mm.
But that's because people saved him inside. There's no one inside but him and Riddler, so she kind of did the right thing. Plus, I did like with that the fact that we got the dialogue from obviously Batman trying to save him, and obviously Riddler's like really scared, like, "Oh, save me, save me." He's like, "Wait a minute,
You're Batman.
you have to save me. You literally, that's your code. You will never break your code." And Catwoman's like, "Yeah, fuck that." And then you literally see Riddler fall into fire and just die, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? But obviously, that is the turning point in the relationship between these two of can we actually be together? We have two different views on this situation, and then we get the sad moment of them actually splitting up.
It's kind of a shame, but at the same time, I understand it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Plus, we've only got like 2 more movies left after this, and I'm pretty certain Catwoman isn't involved in either of them. But yeah, I do like as well with this. Obviously, yes, I know we get the Justice League in terms of Superman, but that is obviously just like a little early plot point. Once that's done, that's it really. Because obviously, Ivy goes to Metropolis, mind controls Superman, and Batman has to get Lex Luthor's, who is now an actual Justice League member temporarily. He's on probation, which I like because obviously that does delve into a bit more of what's going to him in terms of plot wise in the last movie. So it's cool to see obviously Batman go into Metropolis and have to fight Superman with some brass knuckles, but the brass is obviously fucking kryptonite. And then Catwoman just throwing Lois off the building. He's like, "Why'd you? I didn't say to throw off the building. He was gonna kill. He was gonna make you all squishy." I do love some of her dialogue choices towards him. She tries to be really cutesy with him. He was gonna make your neck go all squishy.
It works though.
It does because they end up banging.
Hmm.
And then she sees all the markings all over him, and he's like, "Do you remember this one? You clearly see the claw marks, like very clearly Catwoman claw marks."
Look, I just got my retractable claws then.
And I upgraded to heavy Kevlar at that point. Sorry? That conversation started to get very awkward between them at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, they just had the wildest of rides in bed, and it's just like a very awkward conversation of, okay.
He just gets out of bed after fucking her with underwear on, without putting them on.
I didn't really notice. I was just there going, that's like such like an awkward like conversation.
I want to see Bruce Wayne's dong or ass.
No, Alex, no.
If Nightwing's got a nice ass, then Batman should as well.
I say even he has more screen time than fucking Batgirl does in this film.
Yeah, well, Nightwing.
Yeah, because he obviously has the Scarecrow photo, doesn't he? Also, he's gone back to blue. Didn't he go to red for Teen Titans?
Yes.
Because he was blue in the Batman movies, right?
Mm.
And then for the Teen Titans, obviously...
Maybe it's a different colour for the team that he goes with.
Maybe he goes to red for the Titans and obviously blue for them. Or either that or they just basically forgot that he was red for Titans and was like...
Isn't there another Titans movie coming on?
No. There's no more...
Have you already done Teen Titans versus the Justice League?
That was before Judah's contract.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
We literally just have 2 more left. We literally just have Wonder Woman and the Justice League Dark movie.
Oh, okay.
And technically speaking, the Constantine short film, but that's really it. But yeah, there is a lot I do like with this movie. Obviously, rewatching it and I'm kind of going in the blank slate wise. There's a lot that I did really enjoy.
Yeah.
So the romance angle, the Scarecrow scenes are pretty cool. And obviously, you saw the fucking really monster.
More like menacing in this movie.
Yeah, I do like the design of Scarecrow for this. And
Especially the tear gas as well, versions
yes,
of him and Catwoman.
yes, that looked creepy. That did, but I do like how he's still like very scared himself. Like, don't if I fail, he's gonna kill me.
Yeah,
That was like really cool. There's a lot of really cool moments. Like they throw everything but the kitchen sink into this film in terms of characters. Like we have every major sort of Batman character
yeah.
villain. We have obviously all the Bat family apart from Batwoman and Nightwing. Oh, Nightwing, fucking Batwing.
Mm.
And we obviously also get little
Have you got Bat Dog?
exactly.
Got Bat Hound?
But yeah, as I say, we've got Superman of the Justice League appearing, and the interaction between Bruce and Clark as Bruce and Clark, not Batman and Superman. They're like, yes, we've met. So there's a lot I do like, and I think I basically covered everything I can think of.
Yeah, yeah.
I pretty much pointed out all my thumbs up. The music's pretty good as well. Some good bits of music.
I didn't pay attention to it.
You got the animation side, I got the music side, bud. But yeah,
Always.
Yeah. For a certain, that's everything. So we rate this thing then.
Yeah.
I am going to give this a 4.3 out of 5. I was debating internally then.
Yeah.
I was gonna go 2, but then I went, nah, fuck it, stick with 3.
I mean, it's not my favorite movie. I mean, it's decent. It's in that like that, you know, that middle ground-ish. So I'm gonna give it a 3.9.
The middle ground of basically where we put certain things like the Reign of Superman and stuff like that ones.
Yeah.
The
I'd say
ones
it's
that
a 3.9, to be honest.
the ones that we put as they're good but not as good, but they're not
Yeah.
shit. That's where I originally had this, but I did actually enjoy it a lot more rewatching it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you get multiple opinions.
And then that's what also happens if you completely forget about the movie, and then when you rewatch it from a blank slate and go, "Oh."
I was gonna say welcome to my world, but to be honest, I remembered the twist at the end.
Yeah, I remember the twist quite early. That's the point of like, oh shit, yeah, it's Tom Riddler's the bad guy.
Like certain movies, I forgot about. I've even forgot about them now, even though we've rewatched them. But it's one of those that I remember when we start watching them. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that is that. Put your thoughts on Batman Hush in the comments below, because next month we're doing 1. We got 1 next month, not 2.
1.
And again, that's another one that I've got rated very low, and it's the lowest of the low in my terms of ratings for these. This is the Wonder Woman Bloodlines one. For some reason, my ratings basically me saying it was shit. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's a Batman Hush situation and not a Batman versus Robin situation of, oh no, it's the exact same of what I thought it was when I first went into it. So fingers crossed. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed our review.
Yeah.
You can check out our RAF videos because we've got another about a month going before that's over.
Yep. Completely finished.
Because we completely finished it about 2 weeks ago in terms of sitting here. Well, about 3 weeks by the time this video goes out, and that's basically running till towards the back end of March. So yeah, that was a fun time we had on that. So you can check out that from the beginning, and obviously you can also check out all the other DC reviews we've done and all the other reviews we've done together.
Yeah. Also, make sure you check out the movie review that we do in two videos time, because that will be the last episode you'll see Dragon King, because he will be splatted on the subscribe button.
We don't have a movie review in 2 days' time. Or
2
do we?
videos time.
Oh. Why 2 videos?
Because
we've got 3.
It's all. Oh, have we?
3.
Oh, okay. 3 review times then. 3 video for.
I'm gonna splat you in a minute. Yeah, go back to there, you bitch. Go back to your own channel.
I'm Batman.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And, well, I'll see you on the next video.